Memory implies history, and historical memory is an inseparable companion of politics. That may be the reason why creating a common European history is such a daunting task. After all, there have been numerous watershed events in the common history of our continent, the perception of which is completely different among different nations, and especially between neighboring countries. The peoples of Europe have all too many diverse experiences, if only to mention those connected with World War II. However, today we need to reflect if those experiences might be Europeized by treating them as an unceasing warning and a source of strength and courage in counteracting possible disasters. As the great Polish philosopher Tadeusz Kotarbiński once observed, the past, if preserved in memory, becomes part of the present. It is those wartime experiences that constitute one of the most profound component parts of European history from our point of view, and I believe also from the point of view of other countries of the EU, which during the last century experienced the tragedy of both totalitarianisms and world wars, with particularly cruel suffering connected with the last one. Those experiences need to be one of the most important elements of a common European memory. Europeization of the experience of genocide should invoke an internal imperative to build an anti-totalitarian consensus. That is so because the Nazi and communism totalitarianisms and genocide constitute for us the central experience of the 20th century. Hence the importance we attach, and I hope we are not alone here, to the practical steps being taken recently in Europe to share those experiences with other European nations. Those moves have the goal of invigorating the European memory. Let me mention some of these projects. The Memory and Solidarity Network, launched in 2005. The Lithuanian initiative, called European Foundation to Promote Public Awareness of Crimes Committed by Totalitarian Regimes, launched last April. The recent Czech initiative for the establishment of a European platform to study the totalitarian past of the continent. The idea by the European Parliament President, Hans-Gert Pöttering, to found a House of European History in Brussels. Or the idea of my Prime Minister, Donald Tusk, to establish a Museum of World War II in Gdańsk. The latter will have the goal of stimulating a common European memory about that horrific war, so that it will be better possible to understand across Europe how the realities of wartime occupation differed in Eastern and Western Europe, and how the totalitarianisms treated different nations.